Good Wednesday, everyone. Welcome to Garden State Weather. Meteorologist Robert Smith on this very treacherous morning out there in New Jersey, New York City metro areas this morning. Lots of accidents this morning. I've seen a few myself on the roadways with some freezing rain being reported, 1 to 3/100 of an inch here across the areas of Union, Burlington, Camden, Atlantic, Ocean, Morris, Essex. Multiple vehicle accidents and salt trucks remain in operation this morning. And from the Rutgers Weather Network Lab here, the warm spots this hour: Atlantic City Marina at 42, about 40 at Oceanport and Harvey Cedars, West Cape May 2, 30 at Hillsborough Duke, High Point at 30 and 31 right now at High Point and Basking Ridge. In New Brunswick at the Weather Network, at Rutgers University's College here, meteorology program, it's 33. The wind is out of the south-southeast at about 2 miles per hour. We do have some precipitation moving through the area still this morning. A lot of this is in the form of light rain showers, light drizzle, light freezing rain, and a little bit of ice pellets or sleet mixed in here as well, regenerating and moving into the area. So do be careful out there. Winter weather advisory, I'm not sure if that expires yet, but it should probably continue for the next couple of hours. Hold on. And that winter weather advisory has been expanded until noontime for freezing rain or freezing drizzle, total ice accumulations of a light glaze. And of course, that is over our area right now. Latest surface chart from the Weather Prediction Center here showing that coastal front here off of the mid-Atlantic coastal waters here. And new low pressure system entering the Great Lakes. It's going to bring this cold front through here later today and tonight. Meanwhile, we have a new series of storm systems entering the West Coast and the upper Midwest as well. And some of these will be involved in producing snow around here on Friday. So that winter weather advisory here until noon for the I-95 corridor up to Massachusetts and interior sections here of southern New England. Other than that, winter weather advisories, winter storm watches, winter storm warnings up at the northern plains and the northern tier here. High wind warning, some dense fog advisories too this morning, all showing up. Warm again this morning in Florida as expected in this La Nina winter that we're in. And it's cold and raw and damp here in the northern mid-Atlantic into southern New England, and very chilly air here in the northern plains with temperatures this morning 21, 22 degrees Fahrenheit, below zero. It's cold. Factoring in the wind chill, it makes it feel like it's 25 to 35, even 40 degrees below zero here in the upper Midwest, and of course around the Great Lakes area too. And it feels quite chilly here in the northern mid-Atlantic with that damp flow, freezing precipitation around the region this morning. And with that warm air advection pattern over the area this morning after starting out on the chilly side with raw, freezing precipitation, we got temperatures that are going to climb today into low and mid-50s, especially close to the coast, South Shore and east ends of Long Island where it's already warmed up. Once the cold front comes through tonight, temperatures back into the upper 20s and low and mid-30s, right around 40 or so in the city. Temperatures on Friday in the low 30s, and this is an indication where most of the precipitation will be in the form of snow. We'll get into that in a moment. Temperatures on Saturday the 8th into the low 30s again, right around freezing. Back into the upper 30s to mid-40s on Sunday. Back into the 30s again with another frontal passage on Monday, and come Tuesday of next week, it's cold around here as we've discussed in several of the last videos. Some of the coldest air of the season will be with us during the early part of next week with temperatures in the low to the mid-20s. National Weather Service's digital database here showing the snowfall on Thursday night, Friday morning proper. Well, it's going to be a coastal thing again. And interior locations of the I-95 corridor could get a couple of inches of snow here. We'll have to watch out for some mesoscale banding. I'll take a look at that in just a moment. Taking a look at the latest North Atlantic oscillation teleconnection forecast from all the model guidance here European, European Ensemble, NCEP GFS, the Ensemble GFS, the Korean model, and the Canadian GEPS model. We are in the positive right now, and that's why there's no blocking to keep anything strongly in place here. Everything is moving fast. But there is indication here, especially in the European guidance and the Ensemble guidance, of something going negative here. So we could get a little bit more blocking to support winter storms as we get further into the month of January. That's still an unknown. Arctic oscillation is still positive. It's expected to go to a neutral state on all the model guidance. The EPO, again, is supporting a very fast flow across the continental west into the eastern United States, and that shows no sign really of stopping here according to the latest guidance. PNA is in a positive state right now, expected to go neutral as we head into the later part of the month. Again, this is not a very strong signal either. Last night's European model guidance at 10 millibars, the Stratosphere. Here's our polar vortex again, right over the pole. Sinking south a little bit into portions of northern Canada, Northern America here, and then regressing again back into its position right over the pole again. So, again, this is at 10 millibars. 50 millibars, a little lower than that. Let's see where we're at. Well, again, convoluted. This doesn't look too good if you want East Coast snowstorms, but then again, that's also going to be determined by blocking, not what's just happening here. Pretty rip-roaring this morning across the coastal waters here. This is the Angel Cam out of the Asbury Park Boardwalk this morning. Well, if you like this kind of weather and this sea surf and rough seas, this is where you should be, but I don't see anybody around. And on the boardwalk, it's raining, and there's nobody around here either. Yeah, that's right. We've been following coronavirus now for the last couple of years, and this is probably one of the worst maps I've seen in about 2 years. So COVID is rampant. It's just rampant. Cold and flu, that's rampant too. Strep throat is rampant here in the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area and across many portions of the country. Fever, oh yeah, plenty of that going on. And flu now, of course, expanding again through the southeast here into Florida Panhandle, Texas. It's really bad here. And it is not looking too good here either. I'll start off with the 500 millibar height from the European model guidance here. There's a west to east flow. We've got our Aleutian low here south of Alaska and along the Aleutian Island chains here. Part of our polar vortex here. And just a west to east flow with short waves in both the polar and subtropical branches here. And this is interesting because when we dial this back, with that cold front coming through tonight and tomorrow morning, then we have another short wave in the flow. It goes negatively tilted, but look what's happening here off the west coast. So, you know, again, flow is very fast, and so nothing is going to stick around, and we do not have a block here in the northern Atlantic either. So that means a very progressive pattern, and hence the reason why the output of snow capability is going to be also limited in this fashion. Now, we're starting to see signs where we're going to get a positive PNA here, but the ridge axis is off too. It should be here, not so much here. So we're in a pattern evolution, and in this evolution, part of this cold air and dynamical troughing here across Hudson's Bay into the north and eastern United States is going to start to take hold. That's what the latest model guidance is showing by the 10th and the 11th. So next week, it's cold here. Okay? It's definitely going to be cold, but again, this ridge axis is okay, but it's not perfect, and we still got cutoff lows in the subtropical jet here of the desert southwest. So very active, fluid, flowing pattern. Troughs coming through, mostly neutrally to slightly negatively tilted. Again, this is another storm signal here, but this is quite warm. So if you're looking for snow, I don't know about that. That doesn't look right to me either. And we'll take a look at the height anomalies, 500 millibar height anomalies. Let's do this. Let's walk through this now. These are the 500 millibar height anomalies as we get into Thursday. Below normal heights here across the northeast, the Great Lakes area. Still in this La Nina year, above normal heights over the south, a very flat looking pattern. Things get interesting because then it really warms up again as we head into the northern mid-Atlantic area. But the pattern is changing, and this, and this make the sense to me that next week, after the initial warmth comes through, a blast of cold air comes through with a strong cold front and precipitation. We'll get to that on model guidance in just a moment, but that is not going to stick around either. Get a little bit of troughing here in the east, but again, now the ridge axis here, so the height anomalies showing up positive there. And it's translating east, so nothing is a lock, and we still don't have really any kind of high latitude blocking, although it's starting to show up just a little bit here as we head into the middle of the month over the northern Atlantic here, the North Atlantic Oscillation showing a little bit more blocking developing here. Lots of short waves here. And upper cutoff lows too. European model guidance is 500 millibar cyclonic relative vorticity. This is where we find our negative or positive PVA. And that is lifting in the atmosphere. So the first thing that we're seeing is for tonight and tomorrow for that PVA to work its way through southern New England, and then here comes the next shortwave diving down through the Central Plains. This is going to be the producer of snow around here. It's negatively tilted further to the south here on the latest model guidance, but it's being kicked also by what's happening out here in the west and the Pacific too. So it's not going to stick around, I can tell you that, but there'll be some snow around here. I mean, people are like, where's the snow, right? And then next week, well, it just gets cold. Again, this is strung out PVA, so I'm just expecting maybe cold fronts and snow showers, snow flurries coming downwind the lakes here into New York and Pennsylvania, but we're not looking for any kind of organized storm out of this. Again, our desert southwestern cutoff low here in the subtropical jet. And here comes another short wave again by Thursday across the eastern United States. This minor's out too. That's neutrally tilted. That doesn't look too exciting to me either. And, well, yeah, it's active, but not particularly a snowy one. Not here. Going to look at the NCEP NAM models, 850 millibar temperatures across the northeast now as we head through the week. Here comes that cold front tonight and tomorrow morning, dropping our 850 millibar temperatures down to -5, -7, -12. It's pretty impressive chilly air coming in. It's going to be a little marginal around here, especially around the coast at 850 millibars. This is probably not ideal dendritic growth area, but this is here for snowfall. And it's just going to stay chilly here through Saturday. Yeah, 850s look good. 925 millibars, about 3,000 feet, would support the snow. And here we go. This looks good too, coming in. So, you know, we're going to go above normal today after being below normal this morning, and we should be okay with the precipitation exiting, and then the cold front comes through. And this is very supportive of snow around here. Oh, we're having some kind of a problem here, a glitch here. This looks good. This is definitely supportive of snow at the surface with these temperatures here at 3,000 feet. European model guidance, precipitation, and precipitation type and forecast. Cold front comes through later this evening and tomorrow morning, and then we wait for the next short wave to come in, and this will be conjoined with a polar disturbance, so the snow starts to break out near midnight. Could start out a little earlier than that. It's in the form of virga, but any accumulating snowfall will hold off until Friday, Thursday night, Friday morning here. Again, as the system exits off of the New Jersey Delmarva coast around the benchmark again. So that looks good. Could be some enhancement to some of the snowfall totals here with some frontogenetic forcing. Outside of that, then it gets cold next week. And here comes the next system in. Before the cold air gets in here, it warms up. Then we have some rain showers, some sleet here, and some rain to our west. That comes through, and then Viola. Cold air is in place, downwind the lakes, high pressure is in control, lake effect snow showers in the forecast for next week. And this looks interesting too. As we get into next Thursday, we could have, high pressure damming here over northern New England and a surface wave right off the Jersey coast that could produce some wintry precipitation in the New Jersey, New York City area, probably north of Lake Trenton area into the city. We'll have to refine that as time goes on, but right now we're just concerned about Thursday night and Friday morning's commute. So we're definitely going to need some winter weather headlines, and I'm sure the National Weather Service offices will be doing this. But first, we have to get through today and let those expire at 12 noon. They've already been canceled in southern New Jersey and Delaware, where the air temperatures have warmed, and across central and eastern Long Island. But we're going to need headlines here, winter weather headlines here for Thursday night and Friday. Everybody's anticipating some kind of snowfall around here. So again, once that snow goes out, it's lake effect snow coming in, and just snow showers downwind the lakes here into early next week as it gets really cold around here. And that goes out too. But we'll be monitoring this forecast. Will be updated throughout the afternoon. For Garden State weather, I'm meteorologist Robert Smith.